I'm here to present an honorary Oscar to a star who's worked so long he's had to use 3 different names: Joe Yule Jr., Mickey McGuire, and Mickey Rooney.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Academy, this is for 60 years. And the responsibility really belongs to somebody that I'd love to put my arms around, like Judy Garland and Louis Stone. I have a lot of memories, as we all do. When I was 19 years old, I was the #1 star of the world for 2 years. When I was 40, nobody wanted me. I couldn't get a job. And then a professor from the University of Tennessee got a show together called Sugar Babies, and it resurrected my career. I want to thank you, one and all, for remembering me. Thank you for this glorious moment. God bless and good night.
One, two.
Joseph Yule Jr. was born on September 23, 1920 in Brooklyn, New York. He was 4.5 pounds, which would explain his short stature of 5'3". His parents were Joe Yule Sr. and Nellie Carter, a couple of vaudevillians who performed across the country, alongside with people like magicians, dancers, singers, and trained animals. One day, Joe Yule Jr., Sonny as they called him, crawled on stage at just 17 months. He started singing and performing different tricks. He stole the show and became a part of their vaudeville act from then on. His parents divorced when he was only 3 years old, so his mother decided he should be an actor in Hollywood. They would travel across the country in a Model T to audition young Sonny for various parts. In 1926, his first film role was as a midget in a silent short called Not to Be Trusted. Then a year later, he played another midget in the silent movie Orchids and Ermine with Colleen Moore. So over the next couple of years, Sonny Yule played various bit parts that went unnoticed.
We gotta give the other guy a break. Maybe someday you'll be on the up and up. We'll have to come for a lift.
That's right. What's your name?
Chuck, what's yours?
Jim.
Put her there, Jim.
One day, he was offered the role of Mickey McGuire, a character from Fontaine Fox's famous comic strip called Toonerville Trolley. There was one problem. The character had black hair, but Mickey had blonde hair, so his mother applied black shoe polish on his hair and won the part. This launched his career and made him known as a brash kid.
Here, Billy! Take the bucket off his head! Hurry! Help me! Hey, what's the matter, Hal? Help me! Hurry up! Hey, come on, get on! Oh, Tim, hurry up! I'll save you! Woo, boy! That was a narrow escape!
He was so well known as Mickey that the producers wanted to change his name to match the title character. In fact, they wanted to legally change his name so the producers didn't have to pay royalties to Fox. The producers ended up losing, and young Sonny was stuck without a name. He decided to stick with Mickey, and his mom gave him Rooney, after her vaudeville friend Pat Rooney. Now he became Mickey Rooney, a name he would carry for the rest of his life. For the next couple of years, Mickey played characters from little brothers to big stars like Jean Harlow, to sidekicks with other big stars like Freddie Bartholomew.
Oh, why couldn't that copper leave us alone? We had him licked.
Thanks terribly for coming to my rescue, Dick.
One day, producer David Selznick saw Mickey making jokes as he was playing table tennis. He invited him to MGM and signed him for a contract. MGM boss Louis B. Mayer didn't find any potential for this Rooney kid, so Selznick decided to put him in his next picture called Manhattan Melodrama, starring Clark Gable, William Powell, and Myrna Loy. The studio thought this was just another B-movie, but this movie gained publicity after public enemy John Dillinger was killed in front of a movie theater showing the movie, saying the last movie he saw was Manhattan Melodrama. Everybody packed to watch the movie and saw the young Rooney. His next big break came from performing William Shakespeare's Puck in A Midsummer Night's Dream at the Hollywood Bowl. Rooney received so many positive reviews for his performance that he reprised his role in Warner Brothers' production of the film adaptation. This gave him much-deserved recognition and catapulted his career.
The Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do.
I took him sleeping. That is finished, too. And the Athenian woman by his side. So when he wakes, by him she must be eyed.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far am I glad this so did sort, for this their jangling I esteem a sport.
His next big break came in a low-budget B-movie called A Family Affair. He played a kid brother in the Hardy family, an all-American family that boss Louis B. Mayer loved portraying on the screen. The movie was an unexpected smash hit, and the public demanded a sequel. This film series cemented Mickey Rooney as a profitable actor for MGM, and continued for 16 successful sequels. Rooney's next big break was as a delinquent in 1938's Boys Town with Spencer Tracy.
There. That's better. I'm Father Flanagan. I saw your brother Joe just a little while ago. We had a long talk about you, Whitey. Joe wants you to come to Boys Town with me.
If you think you're gonna make a plow jockey out of me, you got another thing coming.
Now look, Whitey, in a pinch, I can be tougher than you are, and I guess maybe this is the pinch. You're coming with me to Boys Town because that's the way your brother wants it.
This film proved to MGM that Rooney could play a serious drama. The film also brought Rooney a miniature Oscar for bringing the persona of youth on the screen. The same year saw the most famous Andy Hardy movie, Love Finds Andy Hardy, with the young Judy Garland before her starring performance in The Wizard of Oz. The two will remain dear friends until Garland's death in 1969. In 1939, Rooney was at the apex of his career. He was the #1 star in the world. He starred in 5 movies, including the musical Babes in Arms starring Judy Garland, the first in the series of musicals in which they co-starred. The films were plotted differently, but shared one recurring theme.
I'm gonna write a show for us and put it on right here in Seaport. It'll be the most up-to-date thing these 6 around here have ever seen. Opening night we'll have
Play
Max
serious
Ford and
drama.
Sam Harris, Leigh Schubert down to give us the once-over. How about it, kid?
His success continued well into 1944. Other memorable films including Strike Up the Band, National Velvet, and A Human Comedy. he proved once again he could win the hearts of his audience. In 1944, Rooney was drafted to war to fight overseas. As he returned in 1946, Rooney found himself that the movies were changing and weren't looking for a cute teenager anymore. The studio system had begun falling apart because of financial scandal, the Red Scare, and the rise of television. He did love laughs at Andy Hardy, but couldn't gain his pre-war fame again. During the 1950s, Mickey Rooney found his workload very scarce. He acted in some rather forgettable films. One of the best films from his slump was Quicksand.
What's the matter with you tonight? You look like you lost your last friend.
Tell you about it later.
Get the money? Yeah. Well, you took a big chance tonight and you got away with it. You ought to be tickled to death.
Dead? Who's dead?
But you better come and see me or else.
Or else what?
Or else something is going to happen. To you. To you, Danny boy.
He couldn't regain the fame he once had just a couple of years ago.
Hey, Mulligan!
In 1954, he had his first television show, Hey Mulligan, but was cancelled after 33 episodes due to severe competition with the Jackie Gleason Show.
Scripts here. Couldn't get the door open.
So I see. Next time you might try putting them down first.
Yeah, well, I'll try that next time.
Rooney scrambled for work and often found himself broke due to his gambling problem and not paying the IRS. During the 1960s, Rooney found it hard to find great parts, but managed to act in such classics as It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, Requiem for a Heavyweight, and with most controversy as Mr. Yunioshi and Breakfast at Tiffany's with Audrey Hepburn. In many of these films, he was unrecognizable, yet found himself playing a different variety of character roles. He also went into a deep depression after the murder of his fifth wife, but Rooney was a trooper, and he kept on moving forward no matter the difficulties. Then in the 70s, he was gaining more publicity after such memorable character roles in Pete's Dragon and The Black Stallion. In 1979, his career was resurrected with his Broadway smash hit, Sugar Babies. That introduced the world again to this incredible talent. Throughout the 1980s and 90s, Rooney found a lot of work on movies and in television, including his Emmy-winning performance on Bill, in which he portrayed a mentally retarded man.
No, Dad. I want to stay with film.
We thought you might have changed your mind about that.
No, he don't want to change his mind. We want to do a movie show called The Bill Show. It's going to be a real good show.
That's sort of how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met. We're buddies now, and I got some new teeth.
With a new generation, he found a new audience. He managed to stay in the public eye in the 2000s, most notably in the film Night at the Museum with Ben Stiller, in which he was a night watchman.
I'll beat him with my fist. He looks like a weirdie.
It's wonderful guard, terrible people skills.
Now listen, Lunchbox. Don't try anything funny. I once went 9 rounds with John L. Sullivan.
Rooney was also in the public eye after an emotional testimony on his experience with elder abuse. Rooney worked to the very end until his death on April 6, 2014, his last role being in the final Night at the Museum. Mickey Rooney will always be original and can never be replaced. He brought to the screen such an energy that the movies had never seen before or since. People over the years have asked him when will he retire. Rooney bluntly responded back, "I keep going because if you stop, you stop. Why retire? Inspire."
If we we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but to dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore. Amen.